everybody, I'm Andrew Tolentino.
I'm Dan Hitt.
And today we have two packs of 2011 NCAA football Sweet Spot, brought to us by Upper Deck here. And it's always a brand or a product that I look forward to seeing towards the beginning of a football season. The signature sweet-looking helmets on there and all sorts of other goodness.
Yep, I like Sweet Spot. It's a different. It's different than a lot of the other products that are out there, and I like the college.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of the college football.
Yeah, definitely.
Fan of the college football, so
definitely.
It's kind of cool. At some point, we may get worn out with Upper Deck college stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not to that point yet.
I think that this one is certainly a signature college football product to look at.
Something else that I like about Sweet Spot, besides needing like a chainsaw to get into this stuff.
You're right. Yeah. Keys.
The tins are kind of overdone, I think. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I could live without the tin, but it's not a big deal.
The tins have actually some collector responses at the show.
Some complaints we've had is that there's no protective liner inside here like they've had in the past.
You can kind of hear this.
I think it's okay. The packs slide around in there, but they still have a cellophane sleeve on them.
Right.
Most of the packs or the cards are really thick. So I don't think it's going to create some of the or cause some of the damage that some people are saying. I don't buy it.
The cellophane does its job as is.
I think it's fine.
And plus, you can put Altoids in it afterwards.
That's what I was thinking.
And show off. I mean, you saw this through the cellophane, but I'll go ahead and show off a base card here.
Every pack. Let's start with some of the bases. 4-pack box. Mm-hmm. It's going to set you back about $30 a pack, about $120, $125 a box. Mm-hmm. But every pack has an autograph.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And this year, a couple of interesting facts about it. It's a 101 card base set, and they're all rookies. Yep. So it's basically like a draft picks product. Yeah. There's no retired players in the base set, no current veteran players.
But a product post-draft, though. So
yes. Yeah. And it's a very clean, nice-looking design. The photography's very solid.
Yeah. It reminds me of college football. This just looking at the way these cards look, they have a pretty distinct aesthetic. Maybe it's just seeing all these different school names, but it gets me amped about watching the college football season play out this year.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you showed your autographs?
I've not showed my autographs just
Here's
yet.
my first autograph and the first rookie signature, serial number 599.
Okay.
Right there, and that can stand up by itself, which is how thick those things are. Yeah. Everybody knows how thick they are. It's the same helmets that they've had for a while, but they're still cool looking. Yeah. And just like in previous years, there's a basic helmet, which is the school's normal helmet, and then there's a variation or alternate helmet that they've created for some guys. Not everybody, but some guys.
This is a Kelvin Shepherd helmet, and what I appreciate about the helmet cards themselves is that there's plastic below, or the manufactured helmet below, and then there's like a layer of plastic on which the players sign, so you can almost see some shadow from the player's signature.
Yeah, there is. Is that different
cool
than previous years, you think?
I can't think off the top of my head what they've looked like in the past.
Is the autograph on top on the clear, or is it underneath?
It looks like the autograph's on top,
doesn't it? Yeah.
So
I think that may be new. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that is.
Actually. I think it could be new.
Or
I'm not sure what to make of it, but
or the helmets clear plastic and the logo
I think it's layered. I think Andrew's right that it is layered.
Like a layer of.
Here's my second pack, and you can see that I've got one of the decoys in here. But that's a good thing to see, because if I get a decoy, that means I get a regular base autograph,
there you go.
Which I've got a Greg Jones autograph, and they are stickers, they're not on card, but it's basically an autographed version of the base set,
right?
Which is pretty cool. I think I like that.
Oh, good. I've got one of those in my pack, Tyrone Smith here, and it's got sort of a brief bio and some minimalist stats on the back. Again, looks good. And you know what? Just I think that's right. If you can get in closer. I'm sorry I had to revisit this, but it looks like it's just LSU's printed on the LSU is printed on the card, and then so somebody's poured in, I guess, or however it's done. Maybe these are pre-made to fit here, but they look good there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like the players signed clear plastic helmet pieces.
Cappelletti, sweet.
You got a John Cappelletti?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I did, absolutely.
Out of 50.
That's a good looking card. Number to 50.
Yeah.
Good to see in a product like this.
Yeah.
Again, another reason to get excited for college football.
So I was mentioning that the base set doesn't have any retired players or current veterans, but there are autographs, obviously, of legendary college football players.
A la Cappelletti.
And there's also 2 insert sets that are basic insert sets. Todd McShay's scouting report, which is current rookies, the current rookie class, and McShay's views on those guys. Mm-hmm. And then there's a throwback or a retro report by Chris Mortensen, and he has write-ups and scouting reports on some of the retired guys, and this is Paul Hornig, of course, who's not only retired but a legendary player.
What do you think about these cards here in the set, Dan? Here's Gabbert, and here's a Mortensen retro report as well.
Well, I don't think they're going to be hot or some of the greatest cards of the year or anything, but I think they're cool. They're different.
Yeah, just a different edition.
And there's some interesting. It's an interesting take on college football.
They pack some history into it.
Yeah,
so
I think
that's a cool element.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sweet spot rookie signatures here. Ross E. Dowling.
Yeah, that looks really cool on this angle. The autograph is clearly on top of the logo.
Yes, that's right. I'm looking at my Greg Salas here, and it's definitely on top.
It adds a slight shadow box feel.
Mm-hmm. It forces the player's autograph with something other than a Sharpie. I mean, maybe it's the paint pen or something like that, a Sharpie brand, but the surface is different and calls for a different kind of pen. Which is interesting. It almost makes a Cappelletti's signature look like a facsimile or something like that. But it looks good nonetheless.
Yeah, it does give it a neat look. It's like it's kind of floating a little bit, like you said before.
Plus, in terms of card production, it was probably cheaper to have one kind of helmet made and have them signed.
It must be easier for them to sign a big sheet of plastic, clear plastic things, and instead of signing the actual helmet.
Mallet there. Gives the followers of some of these guys maybe one last chance to see these players in their college glory before they either become nothing in the NFL or before they skyrocket. It'll be a little while before a guy like Mallet takes over for Brady, but we'll see.
Interesting that you mentioned Mr. Ryan Mallet, because I just pulled an autograph.
Okay.
So this is my last pack. I pulled in my box. I pulled 2 regular base autographs and 2 of the helmet autographs. And Ryan Mallet, like you mentioned, pretty good pull.
Yeah. So in my last pack, I got a decoy, but I also got a Jeff Mail there. That sweet Oregon Ducks jersey. With the feathers on the shoulder pads.
Yep, that's crazy.
All in all,
well, I'm a big fan of Sweet Spot for a bunch of different reasons. Big fan of the college football scene, like I said before, and
autograph per pack.
Putting them together in this product, I think it's very solid. It's a fair price, and you get some great looking cards, and you'll pull 4 autographs in every box, so it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. College football's coming. This is already here. That's 2011 Sweet Spot Football by Upper Deck. I'm Andrew Tolentino.
Dan Hitt.
See you next time.